is often said that you give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. Today's featured hero sums up the statement and shows that with the right amount of support, anybody can be given the chance to make a decent living. Welcome to another episode of the MTN Heroes of Change, proudly brought to you by the MTN Ghana Foundation. Our heroes will be rewarded for their efforts at a grand ceremony at the Accra International Conference Center. The ultimate winner will take away 100,000 cedis to support their project. Don't forget, we'll also be showcasing media personalities and celebrities who deserve recognition for the work they are doing to make their communities a better place. After the break, we'll go straight into our stories. Stay tuned in.
With MTN Mobile Money, you can take your bank with you everywhere you go. Dial *170# and follow the prompts. Connect your bank account to your mobile money wallet to load and transfer money between your wallet and your bank account. Take your bank with you everywhere you go with MTN Mobile Money.
What else you take away? I bet two, No.
Experience the new world of better money.
Welcome back. The last of our follow-up stories takes us to the Volta region. Last year, Jack James Dawson won the Economic Empowerment category of the MTN Heroes of Change for his efforts in fighting child slavery. We caught up with Mr. Dawson to see how his work has been impacted. Now we're going to economic empowerment.
Your interventions are proof of the statement of Mahatma Gandhi that says, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Mr. Jack James Dawson.
Ladies and gentlemen, J. Dawson. And he wins.
In the year 2001, I was undertaking a field work on reproductive health at Yeji. During the course of the program, I discovered a lot of children behind the place where I was doing the program. And I realized that they were not in school. So I asked, why are they there? And I was informed that there were children who were sold into slavery. Well, the action I took was that I went to some of the communities where the children were actually in slavery. So we took their names and took photographs of them as a verification. We sought for funding.
I am married with 5 children, 3 girls and 2 boys. My husband is a farmer and I'm a trader. Life became very hard and times were really tough. That's why I gave my daughter away to the man.
When I arrived at Yeji, although I was enrolled in school, I hardly went because they made me work at home from morning to sundown.
When I saw the children, and then the way they were not well kept, the way they were sick, the fishermen are using them day and night, and their composure actually made me sick. And I even cried at that time that these children have to be rescued. At the time we rescued these children, the age range was between 4 years to 16 years. So we rescued over 2,000 children from the Volta Lake, from about 18 communities marooned on the lake. After rescuing the children, we send them to a shelter. We get a doctor from the local hospital who will check their health. My organization now is monitoring these children and making sure that they are still in school. We supply them with school uniforms, exercise books, and then even shoes and school materials like pen, pencil, mathematical set, and all sorts of things that we have so that they don't go back.
I want to thank Apple for rescuing me from slavery, and I hope they continue to rescue more children.
I thank Apple for all they've done. May God bless them.
I would like to thank Apple for setting me free. Now I have a brighter future.
My name is Jack James Dawson. I'm the founder of an Apple Anti-Child Trafficking Project. I am a hero of change.
Let's give this bad practice of Ghana. Let's obey.
Ladies and gentlemen, J. Dawson.
When my name was announced, I was so excited, very elated. The award that I won has impacted on me a lot. I've used the winning money for 2 projects. One is BUSAC, and then one is the Skill Development Fund. They are all projects that trains young people.
After we won MTN Heroes of Things, Mr. Dawson came and gave us a mathematical set, standards, he gave us books.
And some of these things are also geared towards the parents of the project side to train them in entrepreneurial skills. We have a plan for the children in Atitepo. The plan is that currently we are collecting data of their needs. Then we use some of the grant to buy school supply.
After the celebration, we were happy. Now we are going to school freely. We wear school sandals. The book he gave to us, we write in it. We don't lose anything. We are happy using all of the things. So we thank him very much.
MTN Foundation, you are the people's choice. You are going to live longer. MTN Foundation, continue the good work that you are doing, and your foundation will never be cleaned off, because every good foundation on a rock stays forever.
Jack James Dawson.
Ladies and gentlemen, J. Dawson. And he wins in the area of economic empowerment. Once again, we applaud Jack Dawson for his work and pray that this continues. Next, we go to Agri Memorial School to see how the MTN Ghana Foundation is putting smiles on the faces of the students.
Wherever you go in Ghana, there's an MTN Ghana Foundation project making a difference in the lives of the people. Here is one such story.
I'm Reverend Dr. Franklin Krantimboedu, Headmaster of Agri Memorial. Well, ICT, as we all know, is something that the world is into at the moment. So we really have to put in a lot to encourage, to provide the facilities.
Well, my name is Benjamin Forson, the Head of Department for ICT, Agri Memorial Senior High School. Well, when I took over as the head of department, we realized that there was a need to get a new facility because we wanted to introduce selective IT in the school.
Formerly, our facility was in our chapel. Students had to leave their classroom, walk a distance to the chapel. Some of them may not even end up at the ICT lab.
When it came to Form 1, the old ICT lab was in the assembly hall. We had to descend down the hill in order to get to the assembly hall.
Anytime it was the ICT period, most of my class members didn't want to go for ICT classes.
Most of the machines were at fault, half of them was not working.
The place wasn't spacious, so students had to sit with others during classes hours,
which was affecting our typing skills.
The place was not well ventilated. It's very hot, and we referred to it as the oven. Instead of students listening to teachers, they were using papers and fans to fan themselves instead of concentrating.
We threw the challenge to companies, and it's only MTN that responded to us.
When MTN came in, we felt that it was a good opportunity for us to have an ICT lab, which is well close to the classroom. And so students getting there, and there's not going to be lateness. Now we have a 30-seater ICT lab.
And we were very happy when they came here wanting to inspect the facility. And lo and behold, they went and within the shortest possible time, they came and gave us this wonderful edifice we see over here.
The new ICT center is very spacious. So when we sit in the lab to learn something, we are all able to follow what the teacher is saying because it's one student is to one computer.
Well, this has helped us in so many ways. For now, the place is registered with Microsoft, and the students are taking examinations right here. So you don't necessarily have to be an elective student to pursue IT. We believe that it's an integral aspect of every field of study. So science students, business students are all taking short courses that after school, it can help them very, very well.
The ICT lab is very close to our class, and moving to the ICT lab is very easy for us. And also the space is very large, it can contain a large number of students.
Well, I think for MTN to accept this challenge, they've shown that in the network business, they are on top.
I want to thank MTN in getting this facility for us. We are much appreciative to MTN Foundation. And as Oliver Twist, we are always asking for more.
Over the past decade, the MTN Ghana Foundation has led the way in corporate social investments in Ghana by impacting the lives of over 4 million people in the areas of education, health, and economic empowerment across the country. The MTN Ghana Foundation has spent about $13 million on over 142 various social development initiatives, brightening lives and making a difference.
Welcome back. Our featured hero for today is a young woman from Tamale in the northern region. Through her singular vision and enterprise, she's given hope to many women by providing them with the means to make a decent living.
My nominee, Aisha Fuseni, I met her when she was going to Barcelona for this FLEDGE meeting. And I got to know that this is somebody who lives in the northern region, training other people in livelihood. And you know, the northern region is a place where a lot of these young people come down to the south to come and then be porters and others. And at the end of the day, I realized that this is somebody who is changing lives over there. And I think that she needed to be put on a higher platform for others to emulate so that people will learn from whatever she's doing, and instead of them drifting down the south, they will do what? Stay there, look at the opportunities available to them, and then explore them for the betterment of their lives.
There was a day I went to market with a woman called Sarahatu Abubakar, and when they priced her shea butter, how much they were to buy it, when she started crying, they just priced the products very low. She was running at loss. She looked at the kind of labor that she has passed through to come out with that product, and she will not even get her money back. I wasn't happy because selling something for someone shouldn't bring a tears in there.
At first, we were having challenges because you could see when we were doing it through the processing, we were pounding the tin. Where to find grinding mill was a problem for us.
This particular community and the surrounding communities are all farming communities, where almost every man here farms once in a year. After the harvest, that is the only source of income for the men. So the women do the shea butter processing to support their husbands.
In the olden days, when they were to produce shea butter, they used to pound the shea nut into small pieces, and after that, they would set fire and fry it. When the shea butter produced, they send it to the market, Tamale market. If they didn't send it to Tamale market, they would send it to Savogo or Kumungu market and sell.
First, when we used to carry it to market, it was hard for us to sell. You can imagine backing your child whilst you are carrying a load. You go to the market, you sell the right price. Walking from here to town too was difficult for us.
As I grew up in this community, most of my mother and the colleagues that were doing the processing of shea butter, they were packaging it in a calabash, opening like that, and they wrap it with racks, which was not good. And then the quality of the product was very low. So you just send your product to the market, you don't even know what the customer wants. It was a big challenge for them. When they go and it's not the type of butter that they are looking for, they either sold it on credit or they'll bring it back. And from here to the market is about 7 miles. They will just walk back. Meanwhile, that is the only source of income for them. So that motivates me. After I complete DBS, Tamale Polytechnic, I decided to go into shea butter processing to help them. Ashiba project is to provide a shea butter processing center to the communities, providing them equipment to reduce the labor, and then add on value by doing it at the right packaging. And we also provide training for them, like training them on quality shea butter extraction.
I've really benefited from her because due to what she's helping us, I'm able to get 3 meals for my family, cater for my children's education, help my husband in terms of farming, and everything is moving smoothly for us.
Because of this project, the women don't go to down south to do kayayo or to look for main jobs that they were doing. They all work here to sell their shea butter and get money to take care of their children's school fees, to buy uniforms and learning materials for them. I started this project around 2012, and so far it has impacted about 10 communities around this area. There are about 600 women.
Right now, everything is now provided in the community. We are doing our work easy, we are selling it to her, and everything is moving on well for us. Madam Aisha, we are really grateful for the help you are giving us.
What I will have for my sister is that she keep on doing to improve the growth of the community. That it has provided a lot of beneficiaries in this community and the nearby communities.
I feel very happy anytime I see smile on these women's faces because I know that I have empowered them economically through Ashiba Shea Butter project. My name is Aisha Fusene. My project seeks to empower women economically.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, saying, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
How you use your data is up to you. With the best internet speeds, it's amazing what you can do on MTN.
Once again, we've come to the end of another exciting episode of the MTN Heroes of Change. The stories featured always fills us with warmth and inspires hope. We hope you enjoyed them. You can, of course, follow us online on our social media handles displayed on your screen. Next week, we meet Dr. Quincy Atipo, who is bringing hope to the children of Anyako. Thanks for watching. Good night.